So today I'm going to show you the initial setup of your DJI FPV drone for those of you who are thinking of purchasing one, or you've gotten one and you haven't set it up yet. So anyways, this is a PGY Tech backpack, and it is made for drones and cameras. I like it because you can set your bag up inside however you want. All of the little inserts have Velcro on the ends of them, so you can pull them out and set it up exactly however you want it, however it best suits your needs. So anyways, let's get on with the setup of the drone and everything so we can get this baby up in the air. So the very first thing that I do, and I follow this procedure every time, is I pull my drone out and I get my propellers ready to put on. You'll notice that you have two props that have a red circle on them, and the red circle goes with the motor that has the red lines on it. So this is really easy. You just line it up, line your little tabs up with the slot on the motor, push down and twist away from you. The other motor is just the opposite. This motor has no red circle, and neither does the motor. So this prop goes to this motor. Same exact thing. Line the little tabs up with the slot on the motor. This one you twist towards you. And then the same procedure with the other two motors. If you don't get this right, you'll know it as soon as you try to take off. So this is my battery. You push your battery all the way in until you hear it snap, and then push the little plug into the back of the drone, and then give it a little tug to make sure that it's locked in. So this is ready to fly. I always leave the protective covering on the camera while I'm setting the drone up, just so that I don't accidentally damage the camera while setting the drone up. So we're now ready to pull this off. You push in at the bottom and pull, comes easily out. And then I will set this over here on the landing pad. Always set your drone up so that it's taking off away from you and not towards you. The next thing I do is I set up my goggles. Now, these goggles are very sensitive to the sun, at least the inside part of the goggles. You do not want the sun to shine directly on there, or it will burn into the lenses and you'll have a white spot where you won't see anything. So I advise that for your goggles you get one of these little covers that you can put in there. It holds your antennas for you. And then I get on with my procedure of putting the antennas on. You can't put these antennas on wrong. There's no one that goes into a particular spot.
And they make you look like a bug when you're wearing them.
Mm-hmm. Also, for those of you who don't know this design that I have on the outside of my goggles and my drone is just a vinyl skin that you put on. The actual color of the drone is gray. Like all DJI drones, gray is their color. So next, I keep my power cord for my goggles right next to my batteries, and I plug that in to the goggles, and then I grab my battery, and this battery is the battery that I have already used. You want to keep using the same one. See, I have 3 bars. The other battery that I have exactly like this is full.
And how many bars does it show when it's full?
4.
4, okay. So you still got a lot of time on that particular battery then.
Yes, probably at least 2 more times of going through 4 sets of batteries. So like going through 8 batteries.
So the batteries on the drone itself are used up faster than the battery
Yes.
in the, okay.
Oh, and then I just get this set up and get this out of my way, out of the sun, so the sun can't burn that. Then I pull out my controller, my lanyard. You really want to have a lanyard so that just in case you can be hands-free and not worry about having to find a place to set your controller down. The other thing that I do is I like to put these Yagi range extender antennas on there. Not just so that I can get more range out of my drone, but so that I have a stronger signal going to my drone. So it takes the transmission that the controller puts out and it focuses that transition downfield from you, in front of you, which also gives you a longer range if that's what you're looking for. But for me, it's more about having a good, solid, strong signal all the time when I'm flying. These simply just slip on the outside like that. Then I put my sticks on, and you want to be careful with these sticks, and I always do it over my case, just in case you don't want to drop them because they're very small. You might not find them. Also, you want to be careful with them because they are very thin where they screw into the remote controller and they will break easily.
And they were tucked in somewhere? Oh, I see, okay. Okay, you know, hold that up one more second so that we can really get a good shot of that. There we go, okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so we are ready to fly. So, and I found that it doesn't really matter what order you turn everything on. What I like to do is I turn my drone on first. To turn your drone on, you give it one push and then another quick push and hold it until all 4 lights light up on the battery. And then the same thing with the controller. 1, 2, hold, and the controller comes on. Then it is the same exact procedure for your goggles battery. At the bottom of the battery, there's a little button. You push it, 1, 2, hold, and your goggles come on. Now, I haven't been flying FPV very long, so I need to sit when I'm doing this, otherwise I will probably fall. Your goggles, your V2 DJI FPV goggles come equipped with two little sliders to adjust for your eyesight. So I wear glasses, but these work so well that I don't need to have glasses on when I use these goggles. But they do make a type of an ocular lens to your prescription that you can get for the goggles. I can't remember exactly what they're called. So anyways, let's do this. So my controller is now linked to the drone. The reason why I know that is because the backlights on the drone arms are solid green all the way around, and we got intermediate green flashing lights in the back. Also, your controller will tell you with the second beep after you turn it on. It usually takes about 30 seconds to a minute for it to lock on to the drone. Then you can look through your goggles and you should be getting an image of whatever your drone's camera is pointing at. Once you have that image and you have all of your information down at the bottom and on the sides of inside your goggles, your view that you have, wait for it to show you that the home point has been updated and that it is locked on to all of the GPS satellites, and you are ready to fly. Now, I normally don't take off or land with the goggles on. I get the drone in close when I land so that I can see it. And I take my goggles off and I bring the drone in and land it on the pad. Sometimes I take off with the goggles on, sometimes I don't. Today, I will not. So here we go, starting the motors. And up we go. You always take off in normal mode. Once you get a ways away, if you want to, you can put it into sport mode. If you know how to fly in manual mode, once you get up high enough, then you can put it into manual mode and fly FPV style. And here we go.
And so, just so you know, Bob has put his goggles on his face, and I will turn the camera back around to focus on the drone itself and try to keep it within my line of sight.
Take off, folks.
And I cannot guarantee that I will be able to keep up with him. Whoop. Okay, it just took off. And I can't see or hear it.
Now I'm switching into manual mode. I'm 192 feet up above us. And now I'm in manual mode.
And I can't find it anywhere. It screamed right past me.
You know, I'm a quarter mile away
Wow.
Here, I'll come back.
Yeah, if you want to bring it in for a landing, then we can close the video. Whoa.
That was 95 miles an hour, folks. Drone is very, very fast. Okay, I'm going to bring it in for a landing. I like to point my camera down.
I can't even see it. I'm searching for it.
A perspective for where I need to come in safely and not hit any tree.